Hi, my name is Carlos Cortez, and the pictures that you have just seen is what you call eutrophication. Today we have Tyler giving us more information about the important details about this problem and how it affects us all. Heather will be showing us some pictures and illustrations of what it looks like, and Scott will be inspiring our audience to take action. I will be back myself to present a solution and moving towards our sustainable vision.
Hi, my name is Tyler. In this video, we will be talking about the eutrophication of the Gulf of Mexico. So first, let's define it. Eutrophication is an excessive richness of nutrients in a lake or other body of water, frequently due to runoff from the land, which causes a dense growth of plant life and the death of animal life from lack of oxygen. Some other effects of eutrophication can range from algal blooms and dead zones averaging 7,000 square miles, killing off much of the life located in the area and causing others to migrate if capable. So what causes this? One of the main causes known today is the nutrient-rich water runoff from the Midwest. There are many farms that inhabit the watershed boundaries. These farms typically use fertilizers rich in phosphorus. And this is a key component in the photosynthesis process, causing plants to sprout uncontrollably. Once these nutrients have made their way down the Mississippi River, these nutrients come to rest in the delta. This is where the eutrophication begins to take effect. So do we start to regulate fertilizer use, cutting the yields of these farmers' crops, or do we let this problem grow?
All right, thank you, Tyler. I just have some pictures here to show kind of what Tyler was talking about, just in a more visual form here. So we obviously have the farmers who are spreading the fertilizer on their crops using machinery. And then as the rain falls, it causes the excess fertilizer to run off into local rivers or the groundwater. And then, of course, that river flows into the ocean eventually. And as the excess fertilizer runs off into the ocean, that causes an algal bloom. As the algae grows, it blocks the sun and it makes it so that the vegetation in the ocean can no longer grow. So that ends up dying. The bacteria feed on the dead vegetation, and then, of course, the bacteria multiply. And as they multiply, the water becomes hypoxic. As you can see here, as the bacteria grow, there's less oxygen, which makes it so the other marine life ends up dying.
Imagine traveling down the Mississippi River and the landscape has changed. No longer do you see an excessive amount of changes caused by man, but instead you see an increase in wetlands filled with biodiversity, and the farmlands you see are running more sustainable, like not tilling their fields in the fall. Behind the scenes, what you can't see are genetically modified crops requiring less fertilizers and a dramatic reduction in point source discharges because of an increase in filtering wastewater. Getting to the Gulf of Mexico, you see a healthier water system. With less nutrients getting dumped into the water, life is teeming again. The habitat loss is coming back, and the populations have increased. Changes won't just be in the environment, though. Seafood prices will drop, and there will be economic gains across the nation. The $189 to $589 million in fishing losses, the $182 to $567 million in boating losses, the $0.3 to $2.8 billion in property losses, and the $813 million in bottled water consumption will all be spent back into their economies and their communities. With this money, people not only be able to enjoy their natural environment, but living also.
Hi, I am back here to talk to you about 3 solutions on how to move forward towards our sustainable vision. We can use a transformational sustainability research framework, the TSR, that was developed by Arnold Week, scientists at Arizona State University School of Sustainability, to ask ourselves those 4 questions. Where are we? Where are we headed? Where do we want to go, and how do we get there? This will spark up a conversation anywhere you go, and we can begin talking about it. We can carefully make trade-offs for sustainability, so we all know that we need a great economy, and it needs to be equal to all society, all while protecting the environment. And I think that having a diverse culture here will ultimately be the key here, because all we want is the same thing. And as we evolve socially, we will understand that working together will be necessary for survival. We need to incorporate different perspectives. One of them is a participatory approach, meaning that it involves local communities, and the transdisciplinary approach, where it involves experts in the disciplines of sociology, biology, and political science. I choose to be a participant. I will get involved. I will spread the word on eutrophication. How about you? So I would just like to leave you off with this little clip from Dan Plath. He's the president and the co-founder of the Northern Indian Paddling Association, who is raising awareness of the waterways and the Mississippi tributaries. And he says, in an article or in an interview that he did, in the American watertrails.org, and he said, by getting people out to experience the recreational jewels that are in their backyards, we have helped create an army of people that care about our waterways and are doing something to improve them. Just something to think about.